Wow. This is the city hall. So it seems like everything is at a standstill here today, and nothing is going to work here today. Wow. This has never happened before. I don't know how come today.
Flick towards the near post, bouncing around dangerously, and South Korea have scored! Can you believe it? In stoppage time. Yeah, it does look off, doesn't it? Kim Young-kwon couldn't believe his luck. The ball found its way to him there in glorious isolation. The referee's assistant flag comes to the rescue. There will be a review to check that the offside has been correctly given. It certainly looked like it.
But later on, I was so lucky I got on Keke, but it kept telling me that it
He moved back a bit to get the ball as well.
Because of bad road conditions, so most of the Keke was stopping free fall.
Remember, this is definitive because it's a line decision. Not a matter of opinion. The line will go in and determine.
So then when we got the free fall, the Keke told me that I decided to walk as you're selling the book.
He's going over to have a look at it. It's taking some time. This.
One car for free port to town. They play the ticket coming down to get car from there to go inside or what. So a lot of people walking. People going to work. People going to sell. People going to different events. I saw people walking.
Oh, it touches the defender, doesn't it? On the way through, it touches Zula. Has that played him onside? Well, more drama with the VAR. The goal counts! Germany are going home from this World Cup. It wasn't offside. South Korea's stoppage time goal, I think, confirms Germany's demise. Almost beyond belief. And Germany are going to finish bottom of the group unless they score in this stoppage time now. They need 2 goals. That's not going to happen, is it? You wouldn't rule out anything here. 2018 in Russia, the way this thing has gone. Here's Ozil. Imagine the frantic finish if Germany were to score now or in the next minute or so. Brandt. From a South Korean point of view, on the verge of something pretty famous. Won't be enough to keep them in the competition, but it will certainly be something to take home with them. Flicked on by Muller. Hummels with a header this time. Another chance and on the roof of the net. Well, I'll tell you something, Matt Hummels is going to remember this day as long as he lives, and not really for the right reasons. The player has had so much glory in his career for club and country. The Sweden match is over. They've won 3-0.
You know, it's wrong. So if you want to sack the people, don't bring different people in the sector. Don't bring new people in the sector. We see them sacking people and bringing new people in the security sector is wrong. So if you don't need people because of their affiliation, then you pay them off. You know, it's wrong to play with people that hold guns. You know, people that are around Joseph Walker, you know, they are proceeding the wrong way. But I not voted for anybody besides Joseph Walker. So I mean, I would deal with him in this case. No, Joseph Baga is creating an unsafe situation for the people because you got money. You got bring more than finger in document, you know. I mean, they budget and taking money and adding it to themselves. You can use that money to pay the people off. There will be no situation. When a situation comes, who will feel it?
Your president here has calmed down the situation. What next?
There will be situation to the people have been paid off. People.
Well, folks, it's Wednesday morning, September 25, 2024. A pleasant good morning. Welcome to the TBS here on Truth 96.1 FM. And let's have breakfast together this morning. Join the team wherever you are this morning. Let's have breakfast together right here on Truth 96.1 FM. From now straight up till 10 o'clock this morning, I'm bringing you the latest happening in Liberia and other parts of our one world. And so let me welcome all of our new listeners who are just joining us today for the first time. We'd love to say good morning to you. Welcome to the Truth Breakfast Show. And to all of our silent listeners who have been there for the decades. Been following the TBS since 2005, 2006, all the way to 2024. How's up to you this morning? Good morning to all of you. And welcome to our guests coming into the country for the first time. This is Liberia. And in fact, Liberia is a land of hospitality, a sweet land of liberty, the land of freedom, the country that brought freedom and independence to the entire continent of Africa. So let me take this time to say good morning to Ansu and welcome.
Very good. Thanks. Always good to be on the show. Today's Wednesday, the midweek edition for the TBS. Let me say thanks again, Marka. Good to be here and for us to share this platform together. Serving our people breakfast for now, straight up to 10 o'clock this morning.
Yes, thank you. Johnson, I'm struggling with something else. Okay, that's good. Everybody get that error.
Yeah,
the technical people get
that
easy. Yeah, so it's great to be here again this morning. Today is Wednesday, the midweek edition of the show. To all of our folks who have joined us this morning, it's great to have all of you on board this morning. A lot of new things happening in the country, but the fact is that we have a little pressing edition today. Like O'Neill will say, running.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a little running edition. But we hope to fit in time. Good morning to all of you who have become so fond of the health tips. Yeah, I know every time we're getting reaction from all of you, it is great. But let me bring you the lineup of what we got for you this morning on the show. Like I indicated, this show is proudly sponsored Look, the prime sponsors of this show are Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited, the Pan African Bank. Coming up shortly, uh, about 7:52, we'll take the health tips with David Coty this morning, and just a couple of people will review around 7:55, and at 8 will bring you the talking points this morning. Just two talking points immediately, just in passing. Representative Musa Ability's resignation from the Liberty Party as chairman and as member. So he's absolutely leaving or has already left the Liberty Party. In our discussion, we will read for you Honorability's letter to the National Executive Committee and the Advisory Council of the Liberty Party. And again, Unity Party chairman on yesterday in a blasting press conference called on the Commerce Minister to do the needful by ensuring he exonerates himself from the vehicle saga involving MedTech, LRA, and the Ministry of Commerce. So that is, we will talk about that. Following that, we'll take a couple of calls. And after the call, we'll play host to former students of the Louis Morris United Methodist Church School in Dupont Road. They're having a homecoming. We're just giving them 10 minutes this morning on the show to the publicity team will be here just for at least 10 minutes to inform their fellow alumni about their homecoming activities at 8:30 to 10 after 9. Samuel Pato will be our guest. He's from the Secretariat of the Consortium of Business Development Services Providers of Liberia, the CBDSPL. He will be here to talk about their upcoming matchmaking events with other partners. So he will sit with us up to that time. 10 after 9, we bring you sports, entertainment, commercials brought to you by Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited. 9:15 to 10 o'clock on the show this morning. Well, we'll be talking about family planning and other activities surrounding family. We'll have our guest, Dr. Noah G. Dennis, Family Health Director at the Ministry of Health, to come here this morning to talk more. I mean, we feel it is necessary to talk about some of these things, and they are willing to come and explain more to the Liberian people. So they will be here and we'll talk more under the theme Stop the Myths, Keep Our Girls in School, Use Family Planning. That's the theme of the discussion this morning with Dr. Noah G. Dennis from the Ministry of Health. She's the director for family health. So, in the midst of all country first, this is exactly what we'll be doing this morning. We'll find um, space. Onu Roberts is with the Liberian government delegation attending the UN General Assembly. I will understand that the president supposed to be addressing the joint section of the General Assembly today at the United Nations in New York, the United States. So let's go for health tips with David Coty this morning. David, good morning, my 72-year-old friend.
I'm not an old man. Don't be misinforming the public. I'm a young man. All right. Good morning, Ambassador Davies, and good morning to you, Ansu. According to the WHO, or the World Health Organization, there are 43 million blind people around the world. For preventable causes such as glaucoma. Glaucoma simply means high pressure in the eye. Your body pressure is different from your eye pressure. Your body pressure is 120/80 normally, but the eye pressure should be between 10 and 21 millimeters of mercury. But the pressure can still be low and you still have glaucoma. This is why the doctor
True, David. Yeah, experiencing it small.
And you know what can happen, my brother?
Yeah.
The people sitting in their workplaces. Oh man, how can you be sitting in a bank and no, we found time to talk, man. You're just on phone all day. What kind of thing is this?
Thank you.
A customer sitting before you on telephone. Yeah, bye bye. I don't want to waste your time. You're running edition today. Bye bye.
Yeah, David, thanks so much for the consistency. Thanks so much. Always, passing through the morning hour to provide, have message for our people. This putting it on their guard before starting your day. Thanks so much for always being with us every morning, especially throughout the week. Well, what next, Maga?
Yes, thanks to Debbie for always bringing us the health tips here on the TBS. Just I think couple of papers we just go through this morning. I am trying to link up with it. So yes, let's bring you the review of the local dailies this morning on the TBS. Yes, so the review of the local dailies have in my possession two papers. The Daily Observer is the first. Hurdles to Liberia's enrollment into IMF program cleared. Well, as Senate passes 2024 recast budget, but Public Accounts Committee Chairman Connor walks out, refusing to vote. Well, on the front page of the Daily Observer newspaper, I'm seeing the pro tempore of the Liberian Senate, Yomli Kana Lawrence, as well as the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Donati Kofa. They're right here on the front page. Stay on the front page. Liberia Salvation Institute signed a major agreement MOU to help bolster infrastructure, cybersecurity in the country. Well, I'm seeing the foreign minister here in an exchange of notes. Sarah Best Loyanti, stay on the front page. CSA shuts down mobile money enrollment system, sticking with only bank-based salary payments. Well, it's another major news here on the front page of the Daily Observer newspaper. Global investors eye mining, sanitation sectors. It's another story on the front page of the Daily Observer newspaper. Let's go to the back page. The back page, government launches nationwide fiscal year 2024 open budget initiative and pre-budget consultations for 2025 fiscal year. I'm seeing the Minister of Finance, Augustine Gafwa, capture right here on the back page of the Daily Observer newspaper. Stay on the back page. African Development Bank urges DFR to promote peace, stability in Africa. What is DFR? A copy of this paper is sold for 40 Liberian dollars on the newsstand. You can grab a copy of it and do more. Yes, let's go for the Women Voices newspaper. The Liberian people's job is not to pay for your luxury. This is Chairman Tape slaps Minister Modad, urges him to clear his name. Well, I'm seeing the two of them capture. Modad is Commerce Minister and former chairman of the Unity Party, and the current chairman. The both of them are captured right here on the front page of the Women Voices newspaper. Still on the front page, National Monument of Deception. CDC Secretary General Koji describes Senator DeLong. Wow. Well, I'm seeing the both of them right there. Let's go for the final paper. Here is the Inquirer newspaper. On the front page of the Inquirer newspaper, uh, persons living with disabilities are not factored in electoral activities. NDC boss blast at NEC. Well, I'm seeing Samuel Dean right here on the front page of of the Inquirer newspaper, Liberia advocates for high seas treaty at UNGA, was still on the front page. Ministry of Internal Affairs warned against sending society practices resumption. Well, we've been talking about this, and I'm seeing the Internal Affairs Minister, Francis Yumalin, here on the front page of the Inquirer newspapers. On the back page, U.S. government justice delegation visits. Well, yes, this is the back page. No high school eligible for graduation in District 17. What is it, District 17? Yes, says that's District 1. Well, it's not too clear, but I think it says Wanga District Education Officer. Well, it's another story there. UNDP donates motorbikes, accessories to wash sector across Liberia. Ganta Guinea border deserted. Well, this is a major news story here on the back page of the Inquirer newspaper. This one says PUF members vote Kanuba for president at extraordinary Congress on September 21. Well, that's it so far for the review of the local dailies here on the TBS on Truth 96.1 FM.
Yes, so thanks to every one of you. Always making sure that at this time of the morning hour we have the papers here with us, and making sure that we can go through the papers for you. So for our listeners, left with you to go out now and get a copy of these papers on the market. Welcome to the midweek edition of the TBA. So let's see, you are talking about O'Neill and giving to pass through this morning from the US.
Yes, so just before we can do our little studio chat, we can just join O'Neill.
Okay.
Yes, we can join O'Neill live from New York. That will give us some update. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so
O'Neill Roberts is up there with the Liberian government delegation attending the UNGA. So is it on speaker now?
yeah.
Okay. OPS, good morning. Good morning. How are you this morning, O'Neill?
It's good to be live for the Big Apple. You know, New York is not what they call the Big Apple. It's about 6 minutes by 4 o'clock. It's early in the morning. Just getting 2 hours, then we'll head to the street where today the tour of the UN General Assembly, His Excellency President Joseph Marka, will be the eighth speaker today at the General Assembly. So, I mean, it's great for you guys to have me on this morning. I know Liberians are so eager to listen to your leader. It's good that when you are called to serve your country like I am and other reporters, it's a good thing to come and show up and give the rightful information. So today, the United Nations General Assembly as world leaders gather here today at the UN headquarters. The focus on addressing global challenges such as climate change, social justice, international security, and so forth. But Liberians are so anticipated, eager to also listen to what His Excellency President Marka will have to say. We expect to hear some key figures, including representatives from member states, but the president on Sunday's show, you're going to touch on topics that matter to our country. We have been listening to other world leaders on yesterday. So today, His Excellency will be the eighth speaker. We hope to match over the exact time. That's one thing we need to catch up with very fast. At one time, it will be 4, 5 p.m. U.S. time. Then we'll have to match over local time, so you guys will be able to watch the president at the UNGA speaking.
Well, that is great. Thanks for the update. But tell us what the entire delegation has been doing. Just maybe in a minute, some little updates. We saw yesterday the foreign minister signing with Sebastian Institute for some improvement of technology in Liberia, especially RTC.
Yeah, so although the whole event here is overshadowed by UNGA, the General Assembly, but there have been others memorandum of understanding that Foreign Minister Sarah Basilio Yanti have been doing so on Monday. On Monday, the Minister of Foreign Affairs signed this MOU with this National Institute of Technology. Yes, understanding for data center in addition of underwater cable.
Yeah.
So if this goes through, we all know the challenge our country faces in terms of internet, data storage, and but this will be a big boost to support economic growth and technical advancement in our country. So this company is not just operating in other parts of Africa. They have decided to extend their network to West Africa, particularly Ivory Coast, Nigeria, Namibia, Benin, and that of Liberia. So as part of the company engagement, working up this MOU could be a successful one. Like we'll listen up to the Minister of Foreign Affairs. She said, I think it's a good initiative. The Liberia has been long been yearning for.
Okay, well, we hope that before 2 o'clock here, you can get the exact time the president is supposed to be addressing the General Assembly today.
Yes, definitely. So as I take leave, we'll definitely fill in because security presence. New York is the most busiest city right now in the world. The entire world, more than 141 presidents are in New York. So security presence are very high. So as we have time, we'll definitely let you know that Liberians will be able to know the exact time when His Excellency President Joseph Marka will address the 79th edition of UNGA.
Okay. Thank you so much, Onu.
A pleasure.
Okay, Onu Rabat there joining the Liberian government dedication to the United Nations General Assembly in New York, the United States. Yes.
I almost said it meant for us. Change it.
That's it.
Yeah. I was just about to say, but the main for us all going on. But that's it. Good. Yeah, good to have you on this morning, especially filling us in with information from the United States, where the president and his interaction coordinate attending the UN General Assembly. So we hope to get that time to catch up with that time, as I said, between 2 to 4 o'clock to have it on Truth FM live from the United States.
Yeah. So far, like we mentioned, we are pressing schedule. However, the breaking news this morning took everyone. Can you imagine when the news headlines were being read? If people in the compound of RCI were like, "Oh, so Mr. Benedict resigned," so that was the biggest news. That is the biggest news in the country right now. The resignation of Honorable Musa Hassan Benedict, representative of District Number 7, Nema County. He has officially resigned his position as national chairman of the Liberty Party and also withdrew his membership from the party. So, not to talk much, let me just read exactly the letter that Honorability wrote to the National Executive Committee and the National Advisory Council of the Liberty Party. Representative Benedict writes, he said, Liberty Party National Executive Committee, Monrovia, Liberia, September 24, 2024. Resignation letter of Musa Hassan Benedict, Liberty Party National Chairman. He said, Dear fellow EC members, greetings, and I hope this letter meets you all in good health. It is with a heavy heart that I today announce my resignation as National Chairman of the Liberty Party and withdraw my membership from the LP. The last 3.5 years have been the most satisfying, complex, and challenging adventure of my political career. It has been an incredible privilege to lead the Liberty Party National Executive Committee, and I have been blessed to have been a part of a group of people bound together by a commitment to build a political institution rooted in the principles of inclusion, inclusive decision-making, democracy, and the law, the rule of law. During this period, we have experienced great highs, and most notably, the amendment to the LP Constitution that brought about an environment of inclusive and consultative decision-making and working together to form a part of the collaborating political parties, the CPP, during the just ended 2023 presidential and general elections. We have also weathered numerous storms because of opposition to these very changes we brought about to the Constitution and our decision to support opposition presidential candidate Mr. Alexander Cummings in the 2023 elections. In an effort to recalibrate, LP recently embarked on an important phase of reconciliation, a necessary process given what the party has been through over the past 3 years. As with any reconciliation process, certain concessions had to be made by all sides at the table. However, I also believe that it is equally as important, and in a political environment such as ours, characterized by competing definitions of nationalism and patriotism, that the LP's vision, values, and actions reflect leadership qualities critical to our nation's future growth and development. As we go through the reconciliation process and in my consultations with the broader party membership, it has become abundantly clear that some of the concessions being sought to achieve reconciliation are fundamentally against my core value or my core belief of what is needed to continue to build a vibrant political institution and prepare for national leadership. And I cannot, in good conscience, endorse the new direction that is being proposed, albeit standing firm in my belief in democratic systems. I also cannot and would not allow my personal beliefs to stand in the way of the reconciliation process. Consequently, faced with this uh, juxtaposing dichotomy, it has become necessary to hand over the baton to those who champion this new direction and allow them the space to chart the future course of the Liberty Party. The LP is the first and only political party that I have been a member of. I'm extremely proud of the changes we have been able to bring about in the party over the last 3 years, albeit the tenuous road we had to travel to get there. Although I have affiliated with members of other political parties in Liberia in the past, I never sought or took membership in any political party because their vision for Liberia and expression of core values did not align with mine. My decision to join the LP came after several conversations and interactions with LP's founder and vision bearer, Councillor Charles Walker Bromskin, about his hopes and dreams for the party, which aligned with mine. At this juncture, I am of the belief that my continued contributions to charting a pathway to the Liberia we all aspire to have will be more effectively carried out through different and non-traditional mediums. I still hold the same opinion about the political parties within our current dispensation, and therefore I will not seek or take membership in any of them. Rather, I will continue my political journey through the office I now hold as representative of Nimba County District 7 and other political and developmental action vehicles. I sincerely wish the Liberty Party well in these endeavors. Thank you again to the leadership and broader LP family for the support during my tenure as national chairman. Regards, Musa Hassan Belete, national chairman. Uh, a copy of this letter is to the LP National Advisory Council, Liberty Party county committees, and all of that. You have gathered 385 comments, 52 shares, 259 reactions, and it was posted on his official Facebook page 7 hours ago.
And that's very clear for Mr. Ability. My God, for the past, I think 1 or 2 months now, I've been following some close member to the LP, and I know that I'm having some discussion discussion when it comes to reconciliation, with executives from the Liberty Party. So knowing very well that I know very well in that discussion, if things doesn't work out with the LP chairman, Mr. Bates is a very bold man.
Mhm.
This is why he always the law is the law. want to see the right thing be done or the right thing be put into place. So I know there are some things that were placed on the table in which he decided to say, I'd rather just, stay away. And I will give you an example to someone again. We've seen a Musa in the House of Representative. I say, you see Musa in the house, he has fought. At the end of the day, you'll notice that, this is why I can't made here. It better focus on my district. Yeah, it better focus on my district because, when you try to put the right thing in place and you struggle, my guy, you'll see that it better me try to back up.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so I mean, it is just important at some point in your life journey to take a break at certain levels. You and I know the Rickman role within the Liberty Party over the period of time, and during a crucial period of the 2023 election, the party had to split, if I may say.
Yeah,
one side with the Unity Party, one side with the ANC in the CPP collaboration. And at the end of the day, going to the National Elections Commission back and forth for interpretation of laws, going to the Supreme Court for interpretation of laws and all of that. I think it reached a point now that honorability believes, well, I mean, enough is enough. So that's the right thing to do. But let's take there are three reactions.
Yeah,
just three reactions to the ability resignation. So please, if you call, just go straight to the point. You can use at least 40 seconds because, like we said, we have present schedule this morning. So call on 0770-202579. 0770-202579. Call just 3 calls reaction to the resignation of Honorable Ability from the Unity the Liberty Party. Let's take the first caller this morning. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, that caller, I think, slip off the line. Let me see this one. Good morning. What is this phone doing? Okay, we can still take this one right here. Good morning.
Good morning, Marka. Let me talk good morning to your co-host. This is Alvin Pope. I joined the discussion from Weaver Community.
Quickly.
I appreciate you. I think it is time for Mr. Lady to take a little sabbatical to register for the 2023 leader. Because that is a challenge. They have been narrow values. And sometimes you just let it go and watch it from distance to see what the new leadership will come and do or from the low to the party from.
Okay, thank you. Like we said, let's stick to time. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, Marka. This is what I found for my resident police academy. Marka, let me say thanks to Mr. Bailey for resigning from the Liberty Party. We have been hearing that Mr. Bailey, they are organizing another further institution in Nima that will know that it is support that all will join together and become one people in Nima and all candidates will form.
All right, thank you. Mr. Bailey announced that he's establishing new political party will not be in hearing. Let's see. Good morning.
Good morning, Marka, and this is harmful. So I don't expect Mr. Bailey to resign. He's a fighter. He should continue to fight to make sure that Liberty Party gets on par with other parties. So for him to resign so soon like this, people will think that when things were good, that's when he wanted to be there. But when things are bad, then he back up.
But Mr. Bailey been through they take things over. I think well, I don't want to say, but in my opinion, I think the time is just appropriate, in my opinion, because the Rickman role within the Liberty Party that lasted over a very long period of time. But let's take this one. Good morning.
Morning, Marka.
Good morning.
This is Ahmed Marka. I've done this conversation in Banga County.
Go ahead, Chief. Oh wow, he slipped up the line. I really wanted to have him, man. Yeah, if you can please call back if it is possible, please. Yeah, yes, please call back if it is possible. Papi Keita, what is CDC man gotta do with the Liberty Party thing? Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Your background is terrible. Give you that time, man. Other people in their homes listening to the show, and you just call with that kind of disturbing stuff. Good morning. Good morning.
How you doing?
Good morning. Go ahead quickly. 30 seconds.
And they're calling for this number 3.
Mm.
I knew it was going to happen because they have been anytime chairman of Senate Barrow, when the Senate Barrow is backing the party, the chairman is always at risk. I knew Musa President was accused to redeem the the law and Yomi Kanga to come by in the district. They happen to women fee. Women fee chairman is still Manasali. And then they set up their dispute and Manasali came back in the party. What happened to women fee? So I knew that Musa President was going to lead that party. He did well to lead that party at this stage. Thank you ever so much and God bless you.
Yes, finally, this is the last one. 30 seconds, please.
Marka, thank you. Let me say a pleasant good morning to our team. I'm Ako Boy Senior, and I'm following a show from District 4. Marka, Musa is one man that some of us have been following over the years. And I'm of the strongest conviction that before the man takes any decision, he studied the decision critically. So I know exactly the decision Musa Assambility has taken. I think it is in the best interest of his political sojourn. And I also believe it is also in the best interest of the party because Marka, like you rightly said, in recent years, there have been a lot of hulu in this party. Somebody claiming to be still up there, somebody claiming to be still.
Thank you. We don't have the luxury of time with all that explanation. Well, so that's it. The news is that Honorable Musa Assambility, representative of District Number 7, Nima County, has officially left the Liberty Party after many years, and especially the past years have been a lot of tension here for the party and even for the chairman himself.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are just strong.
Yeah.
Some people are strong mentally, emotionally, and physically. Other people can bear that kind of thing. They will break down.
Yeah.
But well, that's it. We wish Honorability the best in his next political move. But the Honorability did not say in a letter that you are forming a new political party. He said he has seen all the political parties in the country, and all of them almost have the same pattern, the same structure, the same way of doing things. So he's not joining any political party. He's not taking membership with any political party. That's what he said.
So I think the representative are going to focus to his district now. Yeah.
And focus to his district and be moving the road towards their women's law.
There are so many good ways he
that
can
road,
run.
that road be going towards their women's law, pass through my hometown in Ganwi, take the back road and go to Tapeta, where we had the biggest hospital in the county. Yeah, that would be good. And I know Honorability will do that. Yes, so let's go to Studio 2 and join the guys from the John Lewis Morris United Methodist School. They are from the Homecoming Planning Committee. We have Kelvin Woya, who is the co-chair for entertainment. Oh, entertainment business. Then we have another Kelvin C. Zokpo, who is also co-chair for programs. Spencer Wilson, member of the Planning Committee, the Homecoming 2024. Good morning, gentlemen. Yes, what the next person you'll pick up? Okay, but you're not a man that can blow. They are men live away from the microphone. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm a Spencer O. Wilson from the John Lewis Methodist School, member of the Planning Committee.
So let me just say that we will do this for 10 minutes. I want to be clear with you guys because of the time and the schedule of the show. So the next person. Go ahead. Just speak. Where you are you trying to? Okay, that's great. So just bring us up to speed with activities marking the homecoming program.
also be doing fundraiser too as well to generate income so that we can be able to assist the school. And then day two, on Saturday the 28th, is the sports day. So the sports day is where we gonna have our kickball, football, and then later on in the evening hours, we're gonna have the grand and exciting after party at No Stress Entertainment. Thank you. So, um, we've been in this array for a couple of times now. The Alumni Association has not been together. All right. So right now we are trying to reform the Alumni Association. So to give back to the school. Giving back to the school, we've already had meeting with the principal, Mr. Glenn H.J. Pedina, and then he spoke to us on a couple of things that he expect from us that he wants to improve the school as well. He wants to improve the facility at the school. Um so he mentioned we need to there is a hall, a newly erected hall, and that hall right now it needs to be roofed. All right, the new roof. And then the buildings need paint. All right, the building also need glass window, just to make the place comfortable. So those are the three things that we are looking at right now to undertake at the school.
That is great. So let's see the enthusiasm of other members of the association. How have they welcomed this homecoming? Are they involved? Let's look at the involvement of maybe, if I could say, 4 5 classes coming back.
Okay, so to speak to that, we appreciate those ones that are putting in their little efforts. Or like I always say, it's not a strange thing. With the years back, or the amount of people the school has graduated over the years, it's something that we find it very difficult in getting all of the alumni back. But in our weak ways, and by the grace of God, we are trying our best, and at least we are getting hold of few who are trying to put in more efforts, and we are still pressing more to put in more efforts. Yeah, so we are actually getting the people small, small. This is just the beginning, so we know that the beginning of everything is something very much difficult. Yeah.
What is the future of the alumni, considering this homecoming could just be an event after the 1 week festivities, it is over and everybody gone their business. Maybe after 10 years before you guys can even think about coming back. Tell us how do you intend to hold the alumni together?
So right after the homecoming, we're going to organize ourselves to go into our general election, because right now we just have the strategic team chaired by Mr. Daniel Cotto. He's not here today because of schedule. And then we also have Jagu Endo too. He's part of the planning committee. And these guys are people who has a vision for the alumni association. So right after this homecoming, we just want to use this homecoming to bring people, to buy in the idea about coming back. So once they are back, then right after this homecoming, we're going to have our general election, and then after that election, then we'll start organizing ourselves properly. Because right now, the alumni association, like out of 1,000 plus, according to our database that we created when we started the plan, we have like 350 persons that have already signed up. So that tells you that people are showing interest slowly, and we get there. Yeah.
And I know this program maybe will be the first one, first homecoming program,
Yeah.
or
Exactly.
maybe it will be the first one. But what you guys think are going to make this one different, very special?
Oh, thank you very much, Biberod. And so like looking at John Lee Morris is a very big school in Payville. So for a couple of years, the alumni associated have been dancing. We graduated. So at this time, we are trying to make it very different in the sense that we will have everybody involvement, that everybody will participate, and then make this homecoming a successful one.
Okay, but so to add on to that, we got a couple of things that we try to put in order to get our people and to show the interest that this one is going to make a difference. So we try to bring back memories when we were in school, things we did back then. So our first plan for the first day we have devotion. We're going to have devotion that morning. We're going to do the praise and worship, and then everybody gets a number, and then we start to battle for our parade. We have it's another form of meet and greet also where we have to associate do footage and everything after our parade. We get back to our school campus where we got a fundraising program. And after that fundraising program, we have like up to an hour, 30 minutes to an hour to still be around associating, asking each other over the years how life has been over the time and, our well-beings and everything. So we are trying to have the different activities in making this particular homecoming a grand one that whenever we are or we want to, have another one or have another program, we'll have our people coming on to us. Yeah.
Are you guys collaborating with maybe past alumni, those that graduated from the school
Yeah.
maybe 6, 7 years ago? Or what mechanism you guys putting in place or bringing them on board?
Okay, so the very first thing that we did initially, we created our database, and then we were able to track few people who graduated from the first class, the alpha class. We had a meeting. During the meeting, we had like a good number of alumni from the alpha class. The alpha class, the first graduating class, 2009. We have them. They bought the idea, and then also too we have the alumni association that in the diaspora chapter. They have been very, very supportive. All right, they have sent their own contribution towards what we're doing, what we're trying to achieve. So like we said, the process is going to be slow. John Louis Morris have placed out 15 graduating classes. All right, so right now, and that if you do the calculation, we above 1,000. We're above 1,000. So what we're doing right now, we're capturing the people that graduated 1, 2 years ago. Even the graduates we put out last week, we are already in the chat room. They
So,
will be here.
which year you guys came out? The three of you?
2017, 2018.
2017, 2018, the class of Sarimata Tiva.
Okay, and you guys getting the support in terms of maybe the school embracing your idea, that's very good. That was support coming from the institution.
Yeah. So the principal, he wants the school to get better every day. Yeah. So we met him. We discussed the plan that we have for the alumni association and to the administration too as well. And they bought it. They are 100% in support of what we're doing. They have allowed us to use the hall. They are also giving us opportunity for us to be able to generate finance through the bash, through the nectar that we'll be selling, and stuff like that. So yeah, so they are very, very much in support of what we're trying to achieve.
Okay, so to add to that shortly, to tell you that the school is in support, you won't believe that the principal and myself were in the auditorium just yesterday evening selling out the t-shirts. Yeah, so it actually shows, the school support and his support as an individual. Yeah.
So like Big Brother and so when it comes to support from the principal is fully in support of our ideas in the sense that the principal, even in the program comes Friday, the principal will be honored as one of the hardworking men from the institution. So the principal is fully in support of our ideas.
That's so wonderful. All right, so let's just go across the table to the three of you, Kevin and Zoko and Spencer. Go across the table to hear from you people. I want you guys to call on and the other folks from the school that graduated by there to come on board and join you people.
So shortly, Big Brother and soon, I want to throw light on day 2, which having to be the sport day.
Okay.
So during Saturday, the 28th of this month, we will gather at a famous New Look where we'll have various games play, and then after the game, we will later on gather at the famous No Stress Entertainment to see how best we can scrap free our mind after all these things have been done.
You guys invited some top nose entertainers to come there?
Yeah. So we will be having DJ Pleaser. He's gonna be there, banging, playing the songs for us, and then we have DJ Flavor too as well. And then also let me just give this important information. So we have the taxation for this homecoming is $15, just $15. ordinary $15, small money. So the $15 goes towards your t-shirt and cap. Yes, if you see on the live right now, you will see the cap on my head right now, on our heads right now. The $15 goes toward your t-shirt and your cap, and then feeding too for Friday. Friday at least we want to have little snack. And then during the program, we'll be honoring some of our instructors, some of our old instructors, people who played meaningful role while we were in the school. All right. We'll be honoring them, Mr. Brian, Scali, Alpha Papa, some of these people will be honoring them.
That's one of my principal. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, so that's just that, and we'll also be creating some memories. We got wearing sunshine. And Papa used to floor it when we come to school late. When your hair not correct, and man will floor you. If you get no smile on it. And one thing about him, he's still the same. He's still the same.
Man can never get old.
Yeah.
Okay, so to the game, we have different types of games. We got the kickball, we got the football, we got ludo, we got chess, we got cards, and we got board games and other games we're going to be playing that day just to keep the fun, keep the game rolling, keep the memories going. That whenever we plan either of these things, we will have our people because we want to bring them to us. So we're trying our weak ways to see how best we can make our memories that we will remember. We will want to celebrate every time. Yeah.
So like to add to my colleague, and then on Friday we will gather at the campus, and then the parade will start by 9 a.m. in where we will use the Duboro ride and then come AB Tobaro and get back on the campus. So during the parade we'll have band set, music, and a lot of things. So the parade is going to be very, very great. We're encouraging all of our graduates, our alumni out there to join in the parade.
Okay, that is good. So while we are still expecting our next guest on the show, he will be here in a couple of minutes, but we can give opportunity to some of your members who are out there listening. Maybe they want to make some commitment of forming part of it. Yeah, so I'm calling you Onyui. Yeah, you can announce the number and see some of the
Yeah, so let's open the line. So for those of you out there, you want to maybe motivate guys, you can call us on 777-285-961. 3 calls quickly, 0-777-285-961. If there comes from the John Lewis United Methodist School. So it's an opportunity to talk to the organizer right here. Let's pick up this caller. Good morning. Go ahead. You say you drive to the school?
Yeah, so let's say for example.
Yeah. Okay, so they will respond to you. Yeah, they will answer that question for you. All right. 0-777-285-961. 2 calls quickly. 0-777-285-961 are the numbers for you to call. The guys come from the John Lewis United Methodist High School. If you're out there, you can have your say quickly. Go ahead.
Good morning, I'm Precious B. Jackson. So, an alumni of the institution. I just want to appreciate my colleagues for the splendid collaboration, and then they gave us more insight about the program. Kelvin, Jacqueline, and the whole team. I want to say thank you to you guys.
Are you fully involved? Are you involved?
Yes, I'm fully involved. Thank God, I just pay my own contribution, and then I will be joining. Friday, I will go, and Saturday, I will also be present.
Okay,
that is good.
That's wonderful. Just one more quickly. Go ahead, quickly, no time.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I'm David Elway II. I'm a alumni of John Lewis Morris. And let me say, I'm a member of the strategic team. I'm grateful to hear my brothers and sisters this morning. It's amazing. And thanks to the team for the hard work being done. We encourage all alumni to come out on Friday and Saturday, pay your money, get a t-shirt, get a cap, and let's vibe together. That's the school we're going to do it together, and we're going to make John Lewis Morris.
You're already there vibing in our school.
At the school.
The principal said a pistol, man.
Yeah, so we'll just give you guys maybe a minute each so that we can close.
So like quickly, let me respond to one of the caller that said, if you attended the school and then unfortunately you drop, can you be part of the program? We say yes, you can be part of the program. Our intent is to bring all John Louis Morris students together in one or goal,
Environment, yeah.
which is unity. So even on Friday, other people say, I'm by my share, I'm by my cable. As long as you get your uniform, you get your blue and your white, you get your gold and blue. Come on Friday. Don't make John Louis Morris great.
Okay. Yes, the next person.
Okay, so again, want to say a very big thank you for allowing us on your platform this morning. So to add up to the rest of my guys out there, like my brother stated earlier, we are asking for your presence. We are saying let's make memories. Let's come back together. We visited or we witnessed other homecomings around our areas and other areas. Or we saw people reuniting, giving the vibes, making our schools proud and everything. So we can do this together and let's do this together. Thank you very much.
Yes, finally.
Yeah, so overall, I want to appreciate this young man on the other side, Gabriel and Sue. I just want to say thank you, and I want to also appreciate Johnson Batoma too, for giving us this platform. So let me appreciate again the strategic team members, Gabriel, Daniel Cotto, Jaguar, David, the Alumni Association in the diaspora, the current administration. And also, let me appreciate the Alpha Class too, for their support. So the mobile money numbers are 0555581 805. And Orange Money is 07777713875. And the name on it is Kelvin Sopo. Yeah, so the $15, pay your $15, come out on Friday and Saturday. Let's have fun. Yeah.
So quickly, people. So glad for today and up to Friday. T-shirt and cap are on sale on the campus. So from here, from the studio, will be on campus selling T-shirt and cap. So if you want to, with Neta and badge as well. So if you want to get your items, please make your way on the campus and then you pick up your item. Thank you so much to our listener. Thank you so much to Big Brother Joseph Batoma. Thank you to Big Brother Ansu and Big Brother Marka. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much also for coming to share breakfast with us this morning. The breakfast we can be eating here that you do so.
No, they like it. Yeah, the guys enjoy
Yeah,
it.
so J. Kelvin Warrior, Kelvin C. Zopo, and Spencer Wilson. Spencer here, right? Yes. So they've been here talking about the homecoming. They are from the planning committee of the John Louis Morris United Methodist School homecoming committee. So yes, they've been here talking more. Let's take a break. We expect Samuel Pato to be here in a couple of minutes to just have a brief interview with him here on the show. So let's take this break to be right back. Don't go away.
we over the years have built enough capacity. We've established ourselves. We've created. We built different number of skills. And so nowadays when people say like Liberians don't have capacity, we say that's not true. If you do your assessment, if you do your comparative analysis, you realize that there's a lot of capacity in the country, but then the fact that we don't utilize that capacity, is the problem. So yeah, over the years we've been able to establish ourselves, we've built ourselves. Um, if you look at the joint experience of the members of the consortium, we can boast of more than 50 years of worth of experience in different areas like business development, agribusiness, data collection and research, financial management, capacity building, project management, strategic planning, and the experiences and the capacity goes far and wide. So the consortium has established itself to be like a repository of local capacity for Liberians,
Okay.
and you don't need to hire people from the US or from India or from any other place around the world to do certain things in Liberia. If you came to the consortium and you're looking for a specific capacity in certain areas, you will definitely find it, be it digital literacy or digital skills development, all the way to financial management, to strategic planning, and to project management, to accounting and financial, in financial analysis, data collecting, research. There's a repository of skills and capacity within the consortium. And so currently we're having matchmaking events with different sectors of the Liberian economy, hoping that we can find opportunities, because if we don't look for these opportunities will not come and look for us.
That is great. So, how can one benefit from your, should I say, from your organization? Let me just say, from the consortium. How can maybe a company or an individual? How?
So finally, you can go on our website. So if you Google Business Development Liberia, our website is the first option that Google will give you. If you Google Business Development Liberia, the more you go on Google, you Google Business Development Liberia, our website will be the first website that will pop up. What happens now is, if you really, really would like to benefit, you can reach out to us, tell us what the issues are, what kind of skills or capacity you need. You can come to our offices. You can make your case, and we can services are always available for us to provide for you. The challenge with Liberia is that a lot of people need skills, a lot of people need capacity, a lot of people need services to be rendered to them, but then the willingness and ability for people to pay for these services is not really there. So what we're also trying to do is to help people to fish for themselves, build their skills in project writing, project proposal development, ensuring that they have the right financial management systems in place, so that if they're applying for loan, their statements can speak for themselves, and preparing them. So to benefit from our services, you can reach out to us online. You can send us an email. You can go on our Facebook page, send us a message, try to look at our offices, or you can pop in at the Citadel from now to Friday. We're having matchmaking events for example, today we're having matchmaking events with all the UN agencies. So all the UN agencies, Liberia will be meeting with them today to talk about the services that we're providing and the opportunity that they have, that Liberian service providers can benefit from. Earlier on Monday, we met with the private sector. Weeks ago, we met with CSOs and NGOs. On Thursdays, we'll be meeting with government ministries and agencies, specifically their project implementation units and project management units, because that's where the resources are. And on Friday, we'll be meeting with the USAID implementing partners. So USAID, CSA, USAID Lead, USAID, CWSA. So all the different USAID organizations will be meeting on Friday. So if you want to catch us, you can catch us from now to Friday. At the City Hall. You can chip in, leave your contact, express your interest, and we can take it up from there. But
Since your establishment, you want to disclose to us some of the organization or maybe government agency or private sector you are working with?
But essentially, USAID, the UN, the World Bank, the African Development Bank, the government, the mission, Commerce, mission, and sports. Whether a number I want to list, if you're looking at the aggregate amount of money in terms of project money that we've been able to service, for the past 5 to 6 years, it's what I could say is over $10 million worth of projects to different agencies for different reasons for different projects. Right now, for my institution that I'm working with, we're currently implementing with USAID county-wide sanitation activity. It's a $25 million project running for the next 5 years. We're trying to create a market-based advantage in the sanitation space. A lot of people know houses in Monrovia without toilets, not just Monrovia, but around the country. You build out, you deliberately refuse to build toilets. So that project essentially is it creates a market in the sanitation area where people are able to purchase toilets, people are able to buy toilets, where people are able to sell different designs of toilets, so that people who don't have toilets in their homes can see the necessity and the advantage of installing toilets in their homes. And of course, it is also in an effort to eradicate open defecation. So I could go on and list the different projects. We have members of our consortium that are implementing multi-million dollars projects, within, the Liberian sector.
And how the results are there?
And the results have been good. The results are good. So one thing we try to do in the consortium is we do quality control. We try to make sure that the services and the business that you're offering is void of inferences, it's void of fraud, is void of inconsistencies. It meets the minimum basic standards for project implementation, because if you don't do a good job, you deprive other Liberians out there from offering similar services. They say, well, Liberians don't do good jobs. But because of the quality control that we have in place, our members are able to offer top-notch, high-quality services, to the different clients. And so that's why we have an internal quality control system in place.
In its simplest term, how can you explain that matchmaking event? When you say matchmaking, some of the listeners are like, what is it?
So essentially, when you say matchmaking, okay, there's someone with a service who needs a service, and there's someone that has a service to provide.
Okay.
So matchmaking is like a blind date. You meet somebody, you have your expectations, but you don't know what they have to offer. So when you meet them now, you ask, what are you offering, and what do I have? Who am I? And so in the sense of the matchmaking event, you have the client, the UN agencies today, for instance, and you have the service providers on one hand. So when they interface, it means that, okay, I have these services that I can provide. You have these services that you need. So when we matchmake, you provide a service, and that's okay. Yeah, I can provide it at this cost, or at this price, or at this rate.
Okay.
So that's the essence of the matchmaking event. So we have matchmaking event with the UN today. Tomorrow is with government, PIUs and PMUs. On Friday is with USAID and implementing partners.
What are your expectations during and after these matchmakings?
Well, prior to the matchmaking event, the key expectation there is that you're able to secure a deal, or you're able to secure at least a project, or you're able to secure a service, even if it's on a trial basis. Okay, you know what? So I'll try you for this one. Let's see how it goes. The moment you secure that, we think you've built a relationship. And the expectation is that beyond the matchmaking event, you can establish long-term relationships with partners, and you can even find synergies among yourself and service providers. Okay, you're doing this in this sector, I'm doing this in this space. I think if we merge together to apply for this grant or this project, we can have an impact, or we can have a shot. So that's the essence of why we're having the matchmaking events, and those are the outcomes that we foresee, for these matchmaking events.
How often do you do this?
So we do this annually.
Okay.
We're gradually transitioning to a space where we don't have to be having matchmaking events, but we're having events, or a space where we can provide, Liberian businesses with services that they need at a minimum cost. We believe that a lot of the Liberian businesses struggle with financial management, bookkeeping, as basic as that. They struggle with strategic planning. That's for NGOs, local NGOs. They struggle with proposal writing, they struggle with grant application, they struggle with loan application. Because if you go to the bank and you want a loan and your books are not okay, your books look at your pay and say, "But you're not serious." I mean, but the bank needs to read your books, your financial projections, and say, "Okay, yeah, this business is performing well, and I think that if we do this loan will perform well." So then that they can grant you the loan now to do whatever investment that you would like to do in your business. But if you don't have the right systems in place, then it becomes challenging for the bank to say, "Okay, we'll trust it." That's why a lot of Liberians complain when you go to the bank and they can't get loans. It's much more than that, the fact that you're a Liberian, but also the fact that you're not providing the right documentation to the bank to convince them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was just about to ask whether there are, or what are opportunities for your members in the consortium sometimes to have access to like loan that you are mentioning, for example.
So for example, for consortium members, the relationship we have with, for example, the USAID CSA. So they benefit from sole sourcing grant opportunities. For example, certain opportunities are sole sourced. What I mean sole sourced, which means it is advertised, but it is specifically for consortium members. So some grant applications are sole sourced to consortium members, and based on that, they can, within a consortium, we can compete amongst ourselves or collaborate amongst ourselves and apply for grants that are sole sourced to us members.
Okay.
And also the fact that we're a service provider and we're consortium members, we enjoy, you enjoy certain privileges as access to certain sort of capacity, access to certain privileged information, access to certain grant opportunities, and also you can teach someone how to fish if you don't know how to fish. So internally within a consortium, institutions boast of wide range capacities, and that they are continuously grooming, that they are continuously improving. And with that, they're able to establish themselves as reputable service providers and access certain type of grant opportunities that other Liberian service providers will not normally have access to. So those are some of the privileges and opportunities that are available to our members.
Okay. Are there still windows of opportunity for new members?
Yes, we routinely put out application for new members. Right now, our membership started at around 29. We're hoping there are some who are very active and some who are not very active. Yeah, big firm, big Liberian-owned service providers. So, Liberian business and Liberian are two different things. So there are people whose specialty are there to provide services to other library, to other institutions. For example, trainings, research, grant management, project management, so providing services for you.
Okay.
So yes, there are windows of opportunities for people to apply. Once the application comes up, they're checking our Facebook page, they're reading the newspapers regularly. The opportunities will be advertised there.
What are the key requirements?
A Liberian-owned business, you must have been in the Liberian market providing services for no less than 2 to 3 years. We try to make it 2 to 3 years because it's possible that you're still trying to grow. We don't try to deprive other Liberians from Liberian self-employed from joining us. You must be registered. You pay your taxes are current. You have your business registration, your tax clearance. You have meaningful capacity. Because we'll do due diligence check. We'll come there to look at, to observe, to follow, to see if you have an office. If your office is not just in your handbag and you're passing around with it on your book bag, we'll come to the office to verify to make sure that you're current. We'll see past activities that you've implemented, and look at the quality of your reports, and then the committee or group or team that is in charge of the recruitment can make a determination and make a recommendation, and then it can be officially added, to the members of the consortium.
Okay, that is good. Yeah, so we have some Mator here from the consortium of, let me get it incorrectly. Yeah.
Alonia.
Yeah. So they call it the Consortium of Business Development Service Providers of Liberia. He's talking about their ongoing matchmaking event with agencies, especially the UN agencies, is happening at
today at
the Monrovia City Hall in Monrovia. So we can just take at least 3 calls because exactly 9:15 we'll have the folks from the Ministry of Health to come and discuss some family planning issues. So yes, Samuel is here. If you have any question you want to ask, you can call 0770 20257, at least 3 calls, 0770 2025 79. Better still 0777 285961 285961. So how long this round of matchmaking lasting for?
So this round completes on Friday.
Good.
Then we'll have other engagements. So the thing is, we're trying to make sure that the Liberian economy is in charge of Liberians. A lot of policies, a lot of laws.
Okay, let me go there. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Yara Kamara.
Okay.
Yeah, calling from Brooklyn.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been following, and I think it's a good thing, but I want to know the difference we having today, tomorrow, and next, whether it's for only registered members. Because I'm just hearing about it, and I'm kind of like interested, so I would love to be a part of this event, so like you know, and before even becoming a member. So I want to know if only open to members.
Okay, thank you. He will respond to you. Let me take the this other call. After the 3 calls, then we'll jump Samuel to.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Yeah, I listened to your talking about working on the business. And you can use it so if you are just starting, then you want to be part, I can help you.
Okay, if you are just starting and you want to be a part, how can that be? Let me take the final one. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Morning.
My name is Fatu from Feno.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Why up to date our Liberian people struggling to manage store, and we have lots of business colleges graduating our young folks in Liberia? So please, my brother, please tell me.
Oh, they made Samuel to laugh. Okay, so yes, like we said, we don't have the luxury of
Yes,
time. Somebody you listen to the 3 calls.
Yes,
but,
yes. So
key amongst them, somebody asked whether the ongoing matchmaking is for members exclusively. Yeah.
So is 1 and 2. 1 is for members, not exclusive. Like my sister the other day, she would like to join us. I said, well, she can. She just need to come on time and have a so it's more about the matchmaking events are more like networking events.
Okay.
You come there, interact with people. If you have services, you never know. Fatuma, Miara might see the potential of joining the consulting.
Okay.
So what I would encourage her to do is to come to the event, just reference this conversation that we're having right now, and say okay, and she'd like to observe and see, and she can pitch in what she's doing, and she can network with people that are there. Also for my brother too, if he's interested, he can also join. Within the consulting, we also have individual membership. I didn't talk about that earlier.
Okay.
We have institutional membership, individual membership. So as an individual, if you're just starting and you hope to grow, you can also join us as well. Once you have the capacity, once you we see that you have the potential, you're determined, you're serious, and I think we can welcome you as well. Yes, the university graduates, people with capacity in business almost all the time. One thing you realize is that in business management there's something they call patience and consistency. Research has shown in Liberia that a lot of Liberian store owners, they don't really have not really demonstrated a lot of patience.
Okay.
Patience, the consistency. On Friday, like every Friday, I have this stuff that I post on my WhatsApp status called the weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the weekend.
Okay.
But then when Friday comes, you go to certain entertainment centers and places, you see Liberians are having mad fun. And that is sometimes from the week. But if Liberians just decide to be consistent, to be regular, to be determined, to be serious, to be patient, keyword here is patient. If they start to be patient with the businesses that they're managing and stuff, I think they can grow. And then if they also choose to develop themselves, know the difference between the businesses themselves and they separate themselves from the business that they're running, do have appropriate record keeping. For example, if you're selling in a store, for example, you sell 2.5 worth of stuff, you feel that you don't make money that day. That's a 2.5 stuff. But you realize that if you use that 2.5 to do something, the goods that was purchased from that store already gone already. It cannot be replaced.
Sure.
So librarians will know when to separate themselves from their businesses. They must know that any money generated from the business is for the business. They can either choose to reinvest in the business or consume it and bring the business down. That's why a lot of store owners, like Fatu said, can they don't go long.
Yeah.
Because they raise money, they refuse to separate themselves from the business, and as a matter of with time, the business tends to break down. So once you build your capacity, once you come to, for example, the consortium, and you seek certain, type of services, will tell you how to manage, basic bookkeeping, how to separate yourself from the business. I always told my friends, I said, business will grow when friends and family begin to pay for goods and services. If you own a business, the last person that you must credit, or that you should borrow in that business, is your friend or family member. I'll be more comfortable if you credit a stranger that you have access to than you credit your friend and family, because the chances of them paying will be very, very slim. So I always to my friends who run business, I say, if you don't do school pay, if you don't borrow, don't credit your family.
Yeah,
I said, no matter how rich you think I am, don't credit me.
Okay.
If I want schools and services, I'm gonna pay for it.
Okay.
The moment you start crediting or borrowing friends and family, your business is bound to break.
Okay, that's great. Well, in 30 seconds, your parting comment.
Well, I'm sorry again. Apologies again for coming late today. I think we will have a whole mountain of conversation, but I think it's good. It's healthy, and I appreciate the fact that you could allow me to come here, even though I came late. It's been a pleasure. It's always a pleasure being here at Truth FM, and I had an exciting time, and I hope with every other thing we can have more conversations. So hopefully we'll come here again and talk more about what the consortium does and how librarian businesses, librarian service providers can join the consortium and what we do. So it starts. So when I speak to you, I think breakfast is almost on. So we're missing breakfast here. So right now the man leaving, I get on back straight to go have breakfast at the city hall. Thank you.
Sorry, we can bring to
No,
you.
it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Yes,
It's okay. It's
we
okay. It's
will have
okay.
the team coming from the Ministry of Health. And thanks to Naomi for accepting our request.
Okay. Thank you.